Question is that this House do now adjourn. Celine Saxby.
Thank you, Mr Deputy Speaker. Today is World Biosphere Day, and as UNESCO have said, with each passing year, the urgency of tackling environmental issues becomes clearer. We only have one planet, and it is in danger. Our relationship with nature and with other living beings needs a radical rethink in order to address these issues. We need to redesign and create a truly shared world. Biosphere reserves have shown that it is possible to live in this world whilst also establishing a sustainable and harmonious relationship with nature. The International Day for Biosphere Reserves is an invitation to take inspiration from the solutions already implemented in these spaces to build genuinely sustainable development everywhere with full respect for nature and for the living world. The UNESCO Man and Biosphere Programme was launched 50 years ago as an intergovernmental and interdisciplinary science programme to research and address the conflicts between humankind and the natural environment. Under this programme, living laboratories called Biosphere Reserves are designated by UNESCO at the request of member states, and the designations tend to be managed by local partnerships. There are 738 UNESCO Biosphere Reserves in the world, in 134 countries, with only 7 of those in the UK: Wester Ross, Galloway and South Ayrshire, Dyfy, Brighton and Lewis Downs, the Isle of Wight, the Isle of Man and ours in North Devon. We were lucky in North Devon to be home to the UK's first ever, launched in 1976, one of the first in the world, covering 5,000 square kilometres of land and sea, integrating land and marine management, and redefined in 2002. North Devon is this year celebrating its 20th birthday alongside the first International Day for Biosphere Reserves. And birthday congratulations are also due to South West Scotland on their 10th birthday this year for their 2 biospheres. North Devon's biosphere is centred on Braunton Burrows, the largest sand dune system in England, and stretches into neighbouring constituencies. The Braunton Burrows core area consists of fixed and mobile sand dune systems, and I feel most privileged to have been able to walk the area with a local warden and see the water Jemanda in one of only 2 locations it still survives in the UK. The boundaries of the reserve follow the edges of the conjoined catchment basement of the rivers Tor and the Torridge and stretch out to sea to include the island of Lundy. The Biosphere Reserve is primarily lowland farmland and includes many protected sites, including 63 sites of special scientific interest, which protect habitats such as calm grassland and broad-leaved woodlands, and includes Barnstaple and Ilfracombe in my North Devon constituency and stretching into neighbouring Bideford, Northam and Oakhampton. The Biosphere links designations such as Dartmoor, Exmoor, North Devon AONB and Lundy by the land, sea and rivers between them. It is managed by a partnership of 34 organisations from national agencies, local government, NGOs and community groups. And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank them all for their work and commitment. I am truly lucky to be able to call the Biosphere home. UNESCO sets out 3 functions of a Biosphere Reserve: conservation, learning and research, and sustainable development. Biosphere Reserves aim to create and maintain sustainable communities where people can live and work in an area of high environmental quality. These areas can then provide a blueprint for other areas to learn from. The reserve must be environmentally, economically and socially sustainable. And to achieve this, the reserve oversees management of natural resources, initiatives to develop the local economy and an effort to reduce inequalities between people. The Biosphere Programme delivers policy testing for government in integrated approaches to tackling environment, economic and social issues. These living laboratories research the conflict between human activity and our natural environment. Its remit includes several large-scale projects which have been developed through the partnership. A 1.8 million improvement project along the River Tor, funded by the Environment Agency, is designed to decrease polluted surface runoff from fields and urban areas into the river. The project will restore habitats and remove obstacles such as weirs, which prevent animals from freely moving between sections of the river. The decrease in pollution is also hoped to increase beach quality in places such as Instow, which failed water quality tests in 2012. one of only 16 beaches in the southwest to fail. A nature improvement area proposed to protect and enhance the catchment of the River Torridge, home of Tarka the otter in Henry Williamson's book of the same name, was chosen by DEFRA as one of 12 nationally important landscapes which will receive funding to restore and recreate ecosystems in the area. Other large projects work to use the natural environment to offset the negative impacts of human activities within the biosphere. The success of the last 46 years' work shows, on land and sea, they have driven a local nature recovery plan in our marine environments. They have improved the level of phosphates. This was the first work of its kind in the country. They have pioneered projects in the 25-year environmental plan, and as part of that, they have developed natural capital strategies for the region, which are now in operation with the Community Renewal Fund. Alongside new ELMS tests and trials, this drive for nature encourages others. And today, the National Trust have announced the largest grassland project, which stretches from Woolacombe to Exmoor. The work of our North Devon Biosphere also extends abroad, with partnerships in Kenya, supporting biospheres there to deliver projects, and working with European biospheres to coordinate a network of forests. Whilst in Southeast Asia, they are working on marine planning and conservation alongside community health. As UNESCO's oldest intergovernmental scientific programme, our global biospheres are a testament to what we as a world can achieve when we work together. Working together is the only way we are going to combat the global climate crisis. And as we pass on the presidency for COP, November the 3rd should stand as a reminder of the importance of international collaboration. The path that biospheres have carved for the last 50 years shows that we can live in a sustainable way. It is not a choice between modern life or saving our planet. Both can be achieved. It is up to us all to make it a reality. Thank you to Andy Bell for his tireless work for the biosphere and help with the detail behind my speech today. And to the Minister, who knows from her visit to my constituency how stunning our environment is, and I hope that my honourable friend will therefore support my battle against disrupting our sand dunes with cabling from development projects for floating offshore wind, which are too small to go to the main connection point. I also hope that she will consider strengthening the protections our biospheres have, and maybe as a special first birthday present for this World Biosphere Day, give them formal status here in the UK.